reaction videos.
What's going on? What's going on? This is Sunshine.
And this is E.
Yeah, what's going on? So we're going to react. Like I said, we always try to do a little something different here and there. Or maybe not the same thing. We're going to do a little reaction. You want to go ahead and read the caption? It's going to be an animation story, but you want to go ahead and read?
My crush had her boyfriend and his goons jump me.
Ooh. Let's see. Let's go. You ready? Let's go. Let's check it out. Oh, you want me to get out? Okay, here we go.
What it is, guys? It's your boy BlasphemousHD, aka Maurice Barnett. Okay, so look, a lot of you guys know that I recently went and got a job. I was fired from it about a week after I got the job, but I held it down for about 5 to 6 business days. So what happened was, it was a call center. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. One of the main reasons why I got the job was because I knew that there would be a bunch of vagina there. So my first day working there, we get a lunch break, as everyone normally does, and it's like 30 minutes long. So I go up in there and I get my lunch and I sit down at this big old long cafeteria lunch table. Next to me is this girl. Her real name is Destiny. God, Jesus, this woman. Okay, so I'm sitting next to this girl, this Destiny chick, and while I'm eating my food, I can hear out my peripheral hearing this chick complaining about how she doesn't have any food. For me, being hungry is the worst thing you can freaking be. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, maybe my worst enemies. So I give her $3 so she can go get some food. So she looks at me like, are you sure I don't have to do anything for this? And I take one good look at her from head to toe, and I'm like, not looking like a 3 out of a 10. You can't. You feel me?
Nah,
I'm not really into incentivizing females to smash me, so it didn't really matter what she looked like. So the girl takes the money and she goes and buys herself some food, and she thanks me, and she sits down and starts talking to me. I talk with her for about 2-3 minutes, and then I get up and then I go find something else to go get into, right? You know, I'm talking to this chick, and it was so cool with this chick. Like, I liked her personality so much that I became friends with her, so that I could get my penis in her later. But for now, we're just friends. So one day when we went to go to lunch, and we were walking past the Destiny chick, when I walked past her, I was like, yo, what's up? And then we just kept walking. And then the girl that had a crush on me, that I had a crush on too, turned around and was like, hey, yo,
Need a professional logo for your brand? I've used the new Wix logo maker to create one for my startup. I'll show you how.
Destiny, Maurice likes you. And I turned around and laughed it off just in time to see her, the little Mexican chick, like, sneering, like, ugh. I have no problem with someone not being attracted to me, but what I got a problem with is I've gone out of my way to be nice to you and be nothing but fair and even buy you lunch, and now you're gonna treat me like I'm repulsive. So I told this chick about herself, and it was out loud in front of everybody, and and people were like, she got butthurt. So instead of just being like, you know what, Maurice, he ain't I'm never gonna talk to him again, she decides, I guess somehow that made her like me or smash me just to prove that, I really did like her. I don't know what her plans was, but after she did that, I was done with her. After that, she started trying to with me in class. Like, whenever I would go to talk, she would always have some different opinion, and she would have to voice it out loud, and I would be sure to let her know to shut the up. Like, nobody cares about you or your opinion. So I got to a place where I literally just started ignoring her like she didn't freaking exist. And this would normally freaking work. Except one day, of course during a lunch break, we all get out of class. And when we get out of class for lunch break, we have to clock ourselves out in order to take our lunch breaks. So there's only like 3 clocks in this place, and they're all usually crowded to all. So when I got out and I saw that there was only one person at this 1 clock, right? So I run over there only to see to my horror that the one person clocking out and that was in line was Destiny. I was like, oh, I knew this was not gonna go well. I was like, so I back up 10 feet, and just ignore her and just don't say anything. So when this chick sees that I'm standing there and I'm the only person in line, I'm waiting for her to clock out, she literally stops clocking out and starts looking around, trying to waste as much time as possible so I can't clock out, right? So I'm just standing there like, you know what, whatever. So then, basically, one of her only 2 friends in that whole classroom was this other, I forgot what this bitch's name was, but hazel eyes, blonde hair. You know, she was bad. Big ass titties, fat ass, bad as So I'm like, Destiny starts signaling her to come over and clock out. Okay, now first off, I'm in line. And by this time, there's like 20 people in line waiting to clock out for lunch. And this is literally holding everyone up. So I'm like, okay, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do this. Destiny hadn't clocked out yet, and Giselle's on her way. I gotta wait a full 20 seconds for her to get over there, and then however long it takes her to clock out. I'm like, bro, I ain't got time for this yo. So I just walk right in front of Destiny and go to clock myself out. And of course, the little Destiny she gets mad. And then Giselle's on the other side of me, her pretty ass is yelling at me. So it's that serious? It's that serious for you? And of course my retort to that is not to say anything to the So 2 hours later, after that, we go on another break. I sit next to the chick that's got the crush on me. And of course, she's sitting next to the table of the females. And the females start talking. The bad Giselle has the nerve to be like, oh yes, I didn't know you was beating now. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you hit me earlier at the time clock. You hit me. And I'm like, no, nah, pretty sure I never hit you. And she's like, you hit me. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. I understand. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, look, I understand. I know why you're mad. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like,
Let's take little intermissions in the story.
it's because you're ugly. And she looked at me, and because she's so bad, like, she's a 9.7 out of a 10, like, you could literally see when I said that, it broke her. Wait a minute. And then a second later, she goes, whoa, no, you're ugly. Which is what I expected her to say, because I already know how a pretty mind works. So the minute she says that, without missing the beat, I'm like, no, I'm unattractive, which can be fixed with physical surgery. You are ugly as because your lack of beauty is on the inside, and you know it. And that's why you feel like shit all the time. Didn't really think it was telling a pretty about herself was enough for my life to be forfeit, but apparently it is, because she got on the phone and she's like, I'm gonna tell my man and he's gonna kill me. And I'm like, please tell your man. Bye. And I literally left. 2 hours later again, it was the end of the day, the end of the work day, walking out of this call center, and out of nowhere this black Mustang pulls up on me. Passenger window rolls down. Hey, I heard you like hit women, cuz. And I'm like, confused. Number one, because this car just skirted in front of me. Weird. Two, I'm trying to figure out what he was. I thought he was asking for directions or something. And three, I haven't hit any women. Well, at least not recently. And then it finally hits me what he's saying, and I'm like, nah, man, I don't hit women. What are you talking about? He's like, no, cuz, I heard you like hitting women. I'm like, I don't hit any women. He's like, well, you hit my cousin. No, dude, I didn't. Oh, so you're talking about Giselle and the Destiny chick? That crap? No, dude, they're lying. You know, when I said that, I 100% expected him to understand and just be like, oh, okay, hey, you know what, my bad, man. Like, you know what I mean? But then he's like, no, nigga, don't lie because I heard you hit women. So I got mad and I jumped at the car because I was pissed. The dude, he's like, bro, you jump at this car again, I'm gonna air it out on you, bro. And he pulls up the pistol and he shows me the butt of his gun. And I'm just like, so the dude, he opens up the car door. He's like, no, cuz I don't think you can understand me. And okay, so I'm expecting a fight, and that's cool. You know, it's at least better than getting shot. But then he gets out the car, and this is, and I do not exaggerate, 6'7", 6'7" feet tall. And I'm like, why? To make matters worse, there were more cars that I didn't see. Tell me why. They had 4 more cars, and every one of them had in it. Leave it to a pretty to assemble near 20 with guns to protect her fragile self-confidence. This is how ratchet This is how ratchet of a call center your boy got a job at, my. The women went to their cars and popped the trunks and had pistols, my loaded pistols. And they was gonna come and they was gonna try to help your boy with. But luckily enough, it didn't get there. I don't know what spooked that big, but he got in his car. He was like, all right, dude, I'm gonna catch you later. And they all rode out. The security came out, and then the other females came back with their guns, and that might have had something to do with it. But I'm just like, bruh, man. Oh, the icing on the cake? The filthy bitch Destiny watching and smiling. She's got her phone up, trying to act like she's texting, but she's watching very intently, and I can tell. She was so happy that I was about to get married. This is America. So I ended up getting fired 3 or 4 days later. The moral of this story is, don't pull bitches out of the matrix. So yeah, man, it's boy BlasphemousHD, Twisms.
All right.
So, did he get his $3 back?
Yeah. $3 is gone. It's funny. You know, it's funny watching. I'm gonna make a couple comments that are not really directed to the story, but I kind of noticed. The one was, did you notice that like through a part of? I mean, this is just like he didn't have a nose for a good little part of the first part of this. And then I thought, well, maybe no one's gonna have noses, but the girls had nice, perfect noses. No, but then they started turning and then they started having, but that's what, the other thing I had noticed, because I listen to a lot of comedians and a lot of times they tell stories and they have a certain cadence. And I noticed the cadence he had kind of is a cadence like Kevin Hart. But the voice was different. But you could tell the way he was doing his little cadence and how he talked. And I thought this and that, and he kind of had that Kevin Hart feel. If you ever go back and listen to it, you kind of get that same feel, but his voice was different. But what do you have comments on the actual the actual?
I mean, what, he got fired because he allegedly hit somebody? I mean, I'm just kind of curious as to why he got fired. I mean, I understand all the commotion that was brought up, you know, or brought to the job. That I can understand. But as far as why there wasn't anybody else?
I don't know. Maybe it's, I guess his theory kind of is the pretty girls kind of always get their way. They always, you know, get what they want towards the end. That's what, you know. Well, that's what some people think, you know. They always get their way and stuff. So, but... you know, but I mean, it's a kind of interesting story. I think we all dealt with something like that at work, and you know, so I don't know. It's really it's really difficult because it's a decent story. I thought it was going to have a bigger bang at the end, but it's still. I mean, they put all the bang up front, but you know, it's all good. But it's good. So y'all,
it's a little different.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, it's, you know, so y'all let us know what you think about the little skit, the little story, and comment below on what you thought about it. But I guess, you know, I guess that's really it. But, so appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And hey, maybe there's some things we missed in there that you know, they had a few things, and maybe we missed some other things. So just go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Comment below. And thank you for listening to Sunshine and E.
And E.
And E. Okay.